Mercedes has truly nailed the development for their W15 car, and it looks like they're set to put on an impressive show at the upcoming Hungarian Grand Prix. They're gearing up for some major upgrades, and both Hamilton and Wolff have hinted that we'll see two highly competitive W15s on the track. However, with other teams hitting a wall with their own upgrades, the question is, can Mercedes find that extra speed to start winning races consistently from Hungary onward? The Silver Arrows are making a grand comeback in 2024, ready to compete for podiums regularly. Since Monaco, the team from Brackley has scored the most points in the Constructors' Championship, proving they are back in the game and not planning to stop anytime soon. This points tally could have been even higher if it weren't for Russell's unfortunate power unit issue at the British Grand Prix, which forced him to retire early. Regardless, Mercedes is now squeezing out more performance from the W15 thanks to a well-planned development strategy. Wolff recently mentioned that everything that didn't make sense earlier is now falling into place, and the wind tunnel simulator results are translating into real improvements on the track. You might say that Russell's win in Austria was lucky, but let's not overlook the fact that the W15 was only a couple tenths of a second behind the leading Red Bull and McLaren. This is impressive, especially on a track where Mercedes hasn't been strong for the past 10 years. Additionally, data shows that the W15 was the fastest car overall at Silverstone under all conditions. The British Grand Prix was a golden opportunity for the team to collect vital information on the W15's performance across various scenarios, knowledge they will definitely use to improve in future races. Lewis Hamilton thinks the team is in a good spot to aim for regular race victories. He's confident that with just one more upgrade, their position at the front of the pack will be secure. "We've all worked together fantastically," he said, proud of the progress made since last year. He emphasised that the team is leaving the recent races on a high note. "There's still a long way to go, but we're getting there. The car isn't the fastest yet, but we're very close. With the next upgrades, I believe we'll be in an even stronger position to consistently fight for the front row." The Hungarian race weekend is crucial for Mercedes, as they will be testing upgrades that could shape the future of both the W15 and the upcoming W16 models. In Budapest, the team will focus on improving the W15's underfloor, making changes to the floor roofing and diffuser design, and later altering the car's upper bodywork. Mercedes saw their first big success in Monaco when they introduced a new front wing. This change was aimed at giving the W15 a broader range of settings, since the previous front wing design only worked well at a specific cornering speed, limiting the car's overall performance. In Austria, Mercedes made further improvements by upgrading the car's cooling system and tweaking the vanity panel on the nose of the W15. They carried this part over to Silverstone, suggesting a future upgrade to the car's dampers to provide a more stable platform. Alongside these key upgrades, Mercedes has added various other new components tailored for different tracks or designed to lighten the car. As a result, the W15 is now more responsive across diverse conditions, different ride heights and varying downforce levels. Moreover, these changes fix the previous inconsistencies in the Mercedes wind tunnel results, giving the team a big confidence boost. For the upcoming race in Hungary, Mercedes plans to bring updates to the car's underfloor, including tweaks to the floor roof, tunnelling and possibly the diffuser. The team believes the W15 still needs more peak downforce, especially when compared to Red Bull and McLaren, so these changes should help improve cornering performance. They're also expected to make adjustments to the bodywork, particularly the engine cover and maybe the side pods, to enhance the W15's aerodynamic efficiency. Since the Barcelona race, Mercedes has been relatively quiet on the development front, only rolling out specific upgrades for particular tracks. But after winning 2 races in a row, the team is now fully committed to chasing performance gains. They have a good grasp on what works and what doesn't. The key point to remember is that the simulator issues are now resolved. The car is no longer bouncing in high-speed corners, and the engineers are able to achieve the expected downforce without any problems. Formula Uno says the biggest change in the Budapest upgrade package is the modifications to the underfloor, which is crucial for downforce. Reliable sources suggest this upgrade could shave off a tenth of a second from lap times. Toto Wolff is excited about the Budapest upgrades. He pointed out that only 5 races ago, they weren't even close to landing on the podium, making it seem like a third year of poor performance. then suddenly everything clicked. The developments that once didn't add up started making sense, and they began seeing positive results, much like in the good old days. They're adding more performance to the car, translating into better lap times, which didn't happen in the past 2 years. He believes there's still more to achieve in terms of performance. We're rolling out some exciting upgrades in Budapest and Spa. Toto Wolff and James Allison are buzzing about the team's progress for 2024. They're convinced that Mercedes is on track to reclaim its position as the top dog in Formula One. Their strategy? Stay ahead of the competition by leading the way in development, surprising other teams with our innovations. Back at Brackley, the team is making good on this promise. Our upgrades are taking a unique path compared to other top F1 teams like McLaren, Ferrari, and Red Bull. According to Allison, Mercedes is focusing on shaving off milliseconds and tenths of a second instead of going after big chunks of time. This approach has already pushed us closer to the front, and Allison believes it will keep us dominant in the years ahead. When it comes to upgrades, Allison emphasized that our goal is to keep them coming at a pace the other teams can't match. That's our challenge, and we're embracing it. What we're doing here is pushing our car to the front thanks to the hard work everyone in the factory will be putting in over the next few weeks and months. The Hungarian Grand Prix is where Mercedes plans to kick things into high gear, with 2 major upgrades coming in consecutive races to see how we measure up right before the summer break. Looking at the race itself, Budapest is where Hamilton last grabbed pole position back in 2023 with the W14. With the W15 performing even better this season, it's reasonable to expect Mercedes at the forefront. The Budapest track has lots of medium to low speed corners, which suits Mercedes, but also benefits Red Bull, Ferrari and McLaren. However, the true performance of our upgrade package at Budapest remains to be seen. Assuming Mercedes avoids the current troubles plaguing Ferrari, there's good reason to anticipate more victories from the Silver Arrows in the future. This year's WD15 marks a fresh approach to aerodynamics for the team. But what are your thoughts? Can Mercedes bring the needed upgrades to the W15 to make it a consistent winner in Hungary? Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. See you in the next video.